Alright, so today's video is going to be a little bit different. I just got back from PAX East in Boston with Will, AJ, and Greg and James, and we got to play a whole bunch of unreleased Nintendo Switch stuff. Stuff like Katana Zero, Yacht Club Games' new project, Cyber Shadow, the upcoming Final Fantasy ports, Super Meat Boy Forever, some really amazing stuff, and we filmed all of it. So I'm just going to roll that tape, and I'll jump in whenever I feel like it's necessary. I'm gonna go unpack and finish editing that tape. All right.
And 3, 2, 1.
All right. My plan was to do an appointment, talk about the game, then run the other appointment, do like vlog style. But then
that didn't happen.
We had appointments back to back to back, and we didn't have any time to actually talk about it. So, Will,
yes, Bob.
What was the first game that we had an appointment for?
The first game we had an appointment for was Ion Maiden. That's over at 3D Realms and 1C Publishing.
That was your.
That was my thing.
You wanted to play that.
I wanted to play
Why?
this. So I wanted to play it because it's a brand new first-person shooter from the creators of Duke Nukem 3D, and it's being built in the original Duke Nukem 3D engine, the build engine. And playing it, everything I remember from Duke Nukem 3D, playing it back in the day on PC no less, came rushing back. It felt just like it.
They said it's going to be on the Switch?
They said it's coming for PS4, Xbox One, and Switch.
That's awesome.
So I will be able to play it.
I mean, it's on the Duke Nukem engine, so of course they'll be able to port it to the Switch, no problem.
Well, you say that, but then because the game we played right after that was Wraith. Now that game was built on the Quake 1 engine, again going for like the retro aesthetic. And I actually talked to one of the developers of it, and he said it's surprisingly difficult to build a game in 2019 with the Quake engine because it's so old, so antiquated, so out of date. When modern engines are like so much easier to use.
You ever try to play an old game on a new PC?
Oh, it's very hard.
Very difficult.
Very hard.
I don't know why.
It's got these weird new like magic ruin things you can do, which weren't in the original Quake. I don't know how I feel about that, but otherwise, yeah, that's also coming up PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC.
So after that, we went to 505 Games, which I can't talk about because apparently it's embargoed until April 8th. But don't laugh. It was good. It was great. Yeah. Especially Bloodstained. I was a little bit worried about Bloodstained, but I can't talk about why it was awesome. But my fears are.
The game looks very good.
The game's good. Yeah. I'm down with it. It's not. They're not Mighty Number 9 it. It's going to be great. I'm more excited for that now than I was 2 hours ago when I didn't play it.
Then we went to Yacht Club.
Yeah. Well, then we had a little.
Well, we had a signing.
You waiting for me to finish peeing?
Yeah.
I guess. I promised I washed my hands. Then we went to Yacht Club to play Cyber Shadow, which you hijacked from me.
I didn't hijack. You weren't there.
It was 4:29. The appointment was at 4:30. I was a minute early.
Oh, I was 2 minutes early.
You just wanted to play Cyber Shadow.
No, I didn't know where you were. I was very good. I very much enjoyed it. It's more Ninja Gaiden-y than Shinobi style, but it's not as. At least what I played was not as anywhere as difficult as Ninja Gaiden. It was fun. I enjoyed it.
So you never played The Messenger?
No.
So that, in the back of my head, I was comparing this to Ninja Gaiden, which I played on the train up here, and The Messenger, because everybody's going to be comparing this to The Messenger. Yeah. The Messenger feels like it has a lot more platforming elements, and you use your abilities to chain together the different platforming elements.
This wasn't a platformer. This was definitely a straight action game.
Yeah. In The Messenger, you keep getting these abilities over time, and then you learn to chain them together, and it becomes more and more difficult because of all the things you have to do at once.
Right.
In this, you get new abilities, but they're to defeat enemies, not so much to platform. Right. In the Messenger, you use those abilities to platform. And that was sick. I kept wanting to crouch. I don't know why. You can in Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah.
You can in this for some reason.
Oh, I didn't even try that.
I don't like how in Ninja Gaiden up-end attack is the Shuriken.
Yeah.
There's more buttons on this controller. Just freaking tap it to one of the buttons.
Oh, it's the same thing?
Yeah, it's the same thing. You weren't doing it because
you
didn't know how to do
yeah.
it. I played the whole first level without doing it, and then he told me to do it. The person was the sole developer of the game.
Yeah.
One guy.
Yeah, that's impressive.
The game looks beautiful too.
Yeah.
So he's a great artist and
developer.
Yeah. So I'm super excited for that. I was super down with the Messenger. I'm super down for this one too. Even though, I mean, there's still platforming. It's just it's less than the Messenger. Yeah. It's more of an action game. And now we go eat.
Well, we did Knight Showdown after that.
Oh, Knight Showdown! I forgot about that. I was too hungry. So that's going to be that's part of Treasure Trove if you have Treasure Trove.
Right, but you can buy it separately.
You can buy it separately. So if you have Shovel Knight Treasure Trove already, you don't have to pay anything. You're just going to get that game. But if you don't, you can just buy it on its own. So it's their way to get 4 players playing against each other. The
version we played, the mode we played was first to 10. You collect gems, and first to 10 or first to 5 win the round. So it wasn't necessarily like kill everybody. I won all 3 rounds, which is good because I'd never played Shovel Knight before. I played as the Shovel Knight all 3 times, and he's kind of slow. But I found him to be particularly slow.
You won every match because Shovel Knight's OP as hell. They gotta nerf him before that game comes out. I was playing Spectre Knight. Not good. Spectre Knight's not good. He does this one thing, he goes like that way, that's it. Yeah. That's all he did. There's no like down attack, which is Shovel Knight's best attack when he stops.
Yeah, which I didn't figure out how to do that until the 3rd round.
Whatever,
so.
you won every match. Yeah. Played 3 matches. It's good though.
Yeah, no, it's good.
I don't think it's worth getting on its own, but if you have Treasure Trove already, why not? Yeah. And if you like Shovel Knight, play it with. Can we eat now?
Yeah, we can eat now.
So that's all.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, you're done.
Oh, you can come over.
Who has AOE on the side?
Oh, that's me, right here, right here.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, yes, the aioli.
Nintendo doesn't like me very much, so I wasn't able to get into the Nintendo booth, but pretty much everything that they had there was available to play somewhere else. The biggest thing they were showing off was Yoshi, which was available that Friday, so I don't know why it was such a big deal. But I did get to play Katana Zero, which I played at PAX, I think 2 years ago. This is definitely within my top 2 favorite games that I played this weekend. You die in one hit, but you play through really short levels that you just restart over and over again. The narrative reason for this is while you're playing, you're actually just planning out your attack, and then once you complete it successfully, that playthrough runs as security camera footage that you can fast forward and rewind. It's kind of awesome. It's an action game through and through, but there are puzzle elements in the way that you have to tackle the situations. And of course, the aesthetic is incredible. The whole game was inspired by Korean action movies, according to the developer. And it's been in development for 6 years by one guy, so I'm excited for this one to come out in like just a few months. So I played Super Meat Boy Forever, which is the new Super Meat Boy game, and I talked to Tommy, who made the game. He's the one who like demoed the game for me. This one's different because it's an auto scroller, so a lot of people are turned off by that. But when I play platformers, I'm always holding right anyway. There's like very rarely, if it's something like Super Meat Boy where you have to be really fast, I'm rarely taking my thumb off of the D-pad, you know? So in this game, you really only hit down and A to jump, and I think that button also punches. Those are the only two buttons you need, but for some reason, I still found myself holding the D-pad right. It's not something that I ever thought about that I needed while I was playing. I never thought that I needed to control my movement. So it's still just as good as the old Super Meat Boy. Don't get turned off by that.
Did you feel like the first one had a barrier because it was so hard?
Yeah. Not even because it's so hard, maybe because like there's a dexterity barrier there. Like you have to be able to like do Twitch platform controls, and like honestly holding the run button a lot was painful. Like it screwed up my hand. And
I get there with Mario.
I'm not the only one. Yeah. Like so with this, it's just we simplify it, and we simplify it in a way where you still have a Meat Boy game in every situation.
It feels a little bit like Super Mario Run, but honestly a better version. I feel like it's the level design's way better. Oh, and it's also procedurally generated, but like pseudo procedurally generated. They develop like thousands of chunks of levels.
It's like way easier than everybody thinks. It's just like you guys throw 8 together. If you cross one of them, that's a checkpoint. You know, we're not super geniuses. We're doing randomly generated stuff just by like.
So you can play this game over and over again and always get something new, which is like amazing. So even though it's an auto scroller, I'm still super interested in checking it out because it was awesome. It played really good. It played just like the old Super Meat Boy, even though it's still an auto scroller. And then I played Eagle Island. Eagle Island is a game that our management is selling, so I'm a little biased. But Eagle Island's really good. It's a 2D platformer. You get an owl for some reason. I don't know why it's called Eagle Island, but you throw the owl and that's your attack. And then he has different elemental abilities that you can switch between. And you can also jump up in the air and chain your attacks together. There's a procedurally generated game mode, and then there's another game mode where you type a code in, and then that code is how the level's gonna be, or how the world is gonna be generated, and it's gonna lock that way. And that's another one developed by just one guy. And that's coming out in like 2 months or something? I don't know. I don't know what I'm even supposed to say about it. Will.
Yes.
Oh, Greg. Come here. You guys played Final Fantasy.
Yes, we did play Final Fantasy.
Because I didn't want to play it. Oh, wait. I played Left Alive at the Square Enix booth, which is not a Switch game. I was excited about that because Yoji Shinkawa, the guy who did concept art for Metal Gear, did it for this game, and all of the promotional art looks amazing. And there was like no trailers or anything. Yeah, it turns out there's a reason for that. This game's not good.
Can we talk about Final Fantasy
I
now?
did that while you were playing Final Fantasy.
Thank you. Greg, come on into the camera.
Please.
So we played Final Fantasy X and XII for the Nintendo Switch. It was a fun experience because first he was playing 12 and I was playing 10. Then he broke the demo station for 12.
Yes.
So we switched. Did your thing die?
I kind of like that. On the cable, a little slower.
So I'm playing Final Fantasy X. I'm stuck on this boat. I have no idea where to go. The second I hand the controller off to him, within 2 seconds, he's off doing like 10 boss battles and these epic cutscenes are happening. So there was that.
They really were generous with their breasts. Did you hear me?
I did.
So as having played Final Fantasy X before, how did you feel the Switch version
It
is?
felt very good. I think it could be, I'm not sure if it was a demo or if that's like the final version because it's coming out on like the 16th or something like that. So there was a few weird things. I was playing Final Fantasy VII on the Switch, and the controls are very similar, but usually to get back through the menu, so like Y would be what you get to for your equipment and to level up and everything. and B is usually what you would use to get back. It was weirdly like the R button, which I found very strange.
I primarily played 12. It's definitely a PS2 game, I'll tell you. Like everything moves like a PS2 game. The button configuration is clunky like a PS2 game. The combat is very bizarre. It's like turn-based, but not turn-based.
It was weird when I played it.
Yeah, like you select attack and like it targets your enemy. So you walk up to them and you attack, and then you run away. And you walk up and run away in real time, but the attack is turn-based, which is strange. I did notice how the graphics of Final Fantasy XII, which came out originally later than Final Fantasy X, don't look as good as Final Fantasy X did. Because I'm looking over at your screen, I'm like, he's playing a much better looking game than me.
Yeah, it's a very different setting because like 10 is. I mean, it starts off in
10 is like, you know, in the ocean and the beach and all that. And 12 is like in this like city, so everything's gray and brown.
Yeah, it's very bright and vibrant.
Yeah.
They played pretty much exactly how they played back when they came out.
I was going to ask,
better or worse?
Is it one of those where like it feels like an older game?
Yes.
It feels like an older game, but it doesn't necessarily look like an older game because it just plays.
It's just smoke and mirrors.
It kind of
at that
does.
point.
Yeah. It's really meant for nostalgia purposes.
Yeah.
Like I played this game.
Now I want to play it
over
on
10
the
years
toilet.
ago.
Yeah.
And I could play it wherever I want.
And we play Super Meat Boy Forever. It's very good.
Yeah. I died a lot.
Yeah.
I know, a
that's
lot.
part of the game.
I mean, I know that's the game, but I'm a big fool.
Yeah. All right. The developer watched me the whole time I was playing. I died over and over and over again. He's sitting over there. I'm like, this must be weird for you. He's like, no, dude, I love this.
Yeah.
So, you could just, I know, like.
Okay, cut.
So what do you guys think about all of those Switch games that we got to play? What of those are you the most excited for? Why don't you leave it in the comments below at me on Twitter, and any of all is that other social media garbage. Don't forget, if you'd like to support the channel, you can do so here on YouTube by clicking that join button, or you can do it on Twitch. If you have Amazon Prime, you can do it with Twitch Prime. It's completely free. And if you link those to your Discord account, you can get into our supporter-only Discord where you get videos like this a few hours early, and you get private chat time with us, and you get to play games with us once a month. But of course, the most important thing that you can do is just subscribe so you don't miss stuff like this, and share this video with a friend who is excited about the upcoming stuff coming out, especially if they're into indie stuff and indie side scrolls, because I played what I liked, okay? Thank you guys very much. You have yourself a good week. I'm gonna go to sleep for the rest of that week. Goodbye.